Bizarre Trek, How Much for Just the Planet, is an episodic novel based on the original series cast and is book 2 in the Worlds Apart series. In it, the crew of the Enterprise, along with a Klingon ship, simultaneously discover a planet with large deposits of dilithium, which is the material that powers their entire way of life. Because they're not allowed to fight outright due to the Organian Treaty, both parties must go down to the planet in person and convince the native Deridy people to let them have it. Goofiness ensues. There's a bit of a debate going on in my head as to whether I'm not a big enough Trek fan to appreciate this, or it really was just that stupid. I prefer Star Trek to leave me thinking or move me emotionally, and maybe just have splashes of charm and humor. I really didn't know what to make of all the singing and dancing and costumes. Yes, they sang show tunes in this book. On the positive, the rest of the Enterprise crew, the ones not Kirk and Spock, who are surprisingly in this very little, get a lot of screen time. Unfortunately, some of them, like Scotty and Chekhov, come off as bigger caricatures than normal. Additionally, we spend way too much time with non-Enterprise characters. I think I could have forgiven the silly plot more so had we have gotten more face time with the actual crew of the Enterprise. Also, Klingons don't seem to act like normal Klingons. The proud warrior race. They're just as goofy as everything else going on. Who knew that they enjoy toast, fruit juice, and a round of golf? Yes, Scotty and Chekhov go play golf with Klingons. Now, unless this is an attempt to go along with that theme of, humans and Klingons are far more similar than they'd like to admit, maybe? Maybe. Okay, I realize the old Star Trek show wasn't pure gold most of the time or even half of the time, but by this point there had been 4 movies that were mostly pretty good that eliminated a lot of the camp that was found in the show. And yes, this book is part of a series, and the previous book and the following book could have been completely different, and Paramount was most likely just putting these out in mass volume, hence the variation in quality and content. But show tunes? Whatever. So overall, this was an extremely weak trek through the final frontier. I will for sure give another Star Trek novel a try since there are literally hundreds of them. But unless you're a hardcore fan and just love anything with the Star Trek brand on it, I can't recommend spending your time with this one. It's just too illogical.